Welcome back, everybody, to the XCAA. We've got round 2 action here for you guys tonight in the East and the South region. You guys are getting both regions tonight, and they're getting both regions tomorrow night for the West and the Midwest of round 2. So after Thursday, we got a Wednesday upload here tonight, we got a Thursday upload tomorrow. After those 2 uploads are done, guys, we will be into the Sweet 16 next week. So that's when we're going to start up with the Sweet 16. So if you guys have already made your selections and your picks in the bracket challenge, these games in the next 2 days are of major interest to you if you're competing for that top 5 prospect in year number 4, and of course the $100 XBA gift bundle that of course I will be communicating with the winner about what you want. What do you want to cash in with that $100? All right, guys, let's get to the game. Michigan versus Ohio State. So whoever made this bracket, Brian Street, Keneal Mason, Portugal, Heel Boy, all those moderators out there making these brackets matchups, you guys knew exactly what you were doing here. If Michigan won in round 1, they'd be taking out, or taking on, I should say, Ohio State. You knew what you were doing. 3-ball here for Ohio State, and then take a look at Othello Doubleday. You got quite a bit of star power here between these 2 teams. And then look at this guy, Webb. Look at the big dunk. The non-custom goes right in between 2 custom Ohio State prospects. You got Allard, the big-time center, and then Pierre Pryor. He's the redhead there. He's gonna shoot the ball there. No good on the 3-ball attempt. But then Allard is gonna get blocked, and here comes Webb again, trying to be a playmaker, but he dumps it off here to DePaula, the backup point guard, and I love those socks. You can always tell where he is on the court. He's kind of a magician a little bit with the ball in his hands, and you guys can see why. He's going to alley-oop to Justice with the big-time dunk. Missed shot from Booker. That's a custom prospect for Ohio State. Haven't seen too much of Spaceman Hobbs. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's got a chance to drive, and then he kicks it to Allard with the big-time alley-oop dunk. But, guys, late second quarter, Rondé Russell, the point guard, star point guard for Michigan, going to hit a 3-ball. It is 48-29. Booker trying to keep his team within it, gets a dunk. Maybe that lifts their spirits a little bit, but between Allard and Russell, you know, you got the guard hitting a bunch of clutch shots here. Here's a 3-ball from Russell, and it's just getting into blowout territory now. 52-33, a missed shot here from Booker. And then now out come the Wolverines. Kicking it back here to Russell. He is on Allard. A guard on a center. And then they're going to fire it up, baby. Get the green. Rondé is so smooth. Then you got Blake Tierney on the other side. And then Justice there to clean it up. 75-64 is your final score. I can finally have some relief a little bit. I finally have some relief that Michigan actually did something against Ohio State. And the only relief that I'm getting is on a virtual format. Of course, in real life, this would never happen because Michigan against Ohio State, they just have their number, man. Ohio State has Michigan's number. It's just that's what it comes down to. But I was not surprised with this outing. You know, Ohio State was susceptible to a loss. They took Eastern Tennessee down to the wire, okay? Like, this was a team that was kind of a fluky number 1 seed in my opinion. You know what? Michigan's got some good players. They got a really good offense. Defensively, yeah, they played well tonight. They played well tonight against Ohio State, but I don't think they're much of a defensive team. I think it's going to be solely on their offense, and it's going to be a battle, whoever they face off against in round, well, not round 2 anymore. I'm so used to saying that, guys. So many games, but Sweet 16 matchup, whoever they play off against, it's going to be a good one for sure. But we got a matchup here between number 2, North Carolina, against, I believe, number 8 or number 10, Kansas State. Either way, Kansas State is led by their center, Raja Marshall, number 55 here. So far, we haven't seen him getting too much of the action here on the offense, more leaving out some screens for his smaller players to help out and get those guys open with open shots, because they're going to need all the offense that they can possibly get. We got Jacob Rush, awesome prospect there, number 11. We got Keneal Mason. We got Damari Kane. Alex McClure. This team is insane. We got Little here passing it off to McClure with the big dunk. It's 13-2, guys. And then we have a deflection here. There's Jacob Rush. Missed shot, but look who's there. McClure. on a double team, is able to get the rebound, the offensive rebound, and get it put back. It's 45-20, guys. And let's not forget about this sixth man option here. Tomislav Raveljak. Look at this guy, man. The big-time dunk. 49-20. We have a Raja Marshall sighting with the potential assist. He's going to get it. Good court vision to find his teammate there, but they're going to hit a three. But hey, man, it's 53-25, guys. 53-25, big shot by Keneal Mason, so he's going to hit that, the point guard. And that's it, man. I mean, there's nothing else for me to show. I mean, this game was a blowout from the very beginning, the tip-off. I wasn't really impressed, per se, with North Carolina's output against number 15 Sacramento State. Like, granted, okay, so they got the win, they hung around, and they got the job taken care of. But, you know, Kansas State maybe would have played Sacramento State a little bit closer, too, right? But it's just kind of nice to see that North Carolina came out and, like, blew out an opponent that they should have beaten. And they did that. So for those of you guys that didn't buy into kind of the letdown in round one with this team, with North Carolina, you guys are going to be sitting pretty, because this team looks like they are legit in this XCAA tournament. All right, moving on here, we got the Dayton Flyers, the number 3 seed, against the number 11 seed, St. Mary's. You guys remember St. Mary's took out number 6 Florida, and Theo Starkman and Xavier Carter for Florida. They've been talking about, and they've been on XBA Twitter, they've been tweeting back and forth about how they are going to possibly team up on another team. They're thinking about transferring. So pretty crazy about how one tournament loss is just changing the direction of certain programs and even players' pathway to the XBA. So pretty interesting there. And of course, as you guys know that have been following XBA Twitter, UCLA's team is like totally disbanding based on that 16v1 loss. They just can't take the heat, apparently. Let's get into this matchup. Let's talk a little bit about it. As you guys have seen some action here on the court. 13-14. St. Mary's is actually up, and then Dayton hits a big-time three. It's 16-14, but then look at Tommy Diamantakos, the sleek Greek. That's what I'm going to call him. Instead of the Greek freak, it's the sleek Greek. I like it. What do you guys think? Do you like the nickname? I like it. The last name Diamantakos is a Greek last name, so it just kind of fits, man. He's so good. Like, look at him. He just fires up a three, catch and shoot, hits the green. He's going to be the one player on this team, I believe. He's going to be the one player on this team that can will St. Mary's to a victory. I mean, look at this. He just blows by his man. He played really good defense on the other end against Jekyll Hyde, probably Dayton's best overall skill player. They have a couple guys like AJ Menendez and DJ Hard. They've got some good players at Dayton. They're 3 seed for a reason. But Diamantakos right now, 18 points out of the 33 for the Gales. That's crazy to me. But here's Paxson. He gets the rebound off of 3 different guys, kicks it out to his center, Sims. He's going to hit the 2 ball to go. Now here's Paxson one more time. Spin move off of the screen and hits a green anyway. There's just something about these Paxson bros, man. There's just something about it. If you guys remember Mike Paxson, the Cincinnati Chili Dog, XBA 2 champion of last season, played for Illinois, had a deep tournament run in year number 1. There's just something about these Paxson bros that squeezes out every ounce of production from their team to will them to victory, man. It's something to behold. It's admirable. Hey, we got a big block in the paint, and Jekyll Hyde going to turn this into 2 using his speed, and nobody's going to catch him. It's a 5-point game. Here's Perkins just kind of blowing by his man there. Had his momentum moving the other way. Hit him with a jump shot. And then we got a 3 ball on the other end. St. Mary's. Jekyll Hyde, big dunk. Getting it to a 4-point game, 57-53. Now here comes Paxson. Whoa! Paxson with the enormous dunk. Absolutely filthy dunk. But Dayton is going to get 2 more on the other end here, 59-57. But you know what? Paxson gets the rebound. And here come the Gales. They've got a chance to tie the game. And they've got all the momentum right now. Perkins is trying to work on Hyde, but he's going to kick it out to center. Sims, who drills the game-tying 2. Now, oh! Diamantakos with the steal off of DJ Hard. He's going to kick it down to Paxson with the big-time dunk. St. Mary's now takes the lead. Jekyll Hyde It's going to miss a easy, wide open 2 in a minute 45. Diamantakos kicks it out here to Paxson. Back to Diamantakos, but the alley-oop to Lucas. And now St. Mary's is on a run, similar to exactly what they did against Florida. Late fourth quarter push. Here comes Paxson, working on his man down low. Kicks it back to Tommy Diamantakos. What is the play call here? What's the play call? Looks like they're trying to get him off of a screen, but a nice pass to Perkins. Tough defense by Hyde, but it's not going to matter. Diamantakos gets another 2 as Dayton misses shots, and then a block off of Jekyll Hyde, and then going the other way, Tommy Diamantakos draws the foul, hits his free throws. They blew them out in the fourth quarter. 69-59 is your final score, and just wait till you guys see this box score. Wait till you see the box score of what went wrong for Dayton in the fourth quarter, at least in the second half of the game. Look at your box score. They scored 6 points in the fourth quarter to St. Mary's 21. That is insane. That is insane. They went absolutely cold in that fourth quarter. And St. Mary's just played really good defense, and they hit their shots. This is the exact same formula of how they beat Florida in round number 1. They had a late fourth quarter push in order to make that happen. So, you know, before I talk about this game, I think that needs to be said. Like, if you guys really believed in St. Mary's little run there, they could possibly be Cinderella. They've got the makings of being a Cinderella team. They got a nice offense. They've got a championship type of caliber player, a mentality type of player with Jeff Paxson. I mean, they could make a deep tournament run, and I mean, they've just made the Sweet 16, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll find out. All right, let's move on. We've got a Virginia Tech and Yale matchup, guys. Virginia Tech and Yale. Two interesting teams. You know, Yale is not the type of team like as we expect them to be, is more of a 3-ball perimeter type of team. They like to drive. They're kind of a driving team. You guys can see him cutting to the basket with JP Izzet, their point guard, kind of that similar frame to Jekyll Hyde. He's kind of a bigger point guard, but which kind of helps him when he wants to drive and be a little bit more physical. Not a good free throw shooter, though, as we saw in round number 1. We'll see how that transpires here in round 2. But here comes Owen Douglas. Like, this guy's probably the most athletically gifted player on Yale's team. And here's Izzet again. So he uses his sides to come on through here and get a nasty dunk. But it's 39-36, and we got a 2-ball good by Donovan. And Virginia Tech is coming back here a little bit. 39-38. Vatek going to get a 2-ball and the 1. They take the lead now, 41-39. Here's Izzet getting the green to tie it up. It's 41-41, guys. But look at how even this is. Look at the rebound totals, the field goal percentage. Everything is pretty much right on par with each other. And it's shown out here in the box score as well, even in the score. Showing out in the score. 58-54 after Cooper's going to hit a nice little fadeaway shot there. And then we got Izzet with the floater. He's going to get it to go. Izzet for 3. Drilling it here as well. 67-65 coming off the screen. That was a pretty sneaky play. Yale's going to hit it. It's a tie game. Cooper hitting the 3-ball. That's a clutch shot for Vatek. Here's a nice pass. A really nice pass from their point guard. Going to hit his man down low for 2. So 76-71. Yale's going to try to keep hitting their buckets to come back. We got McCarthy getting stuffed. Yale coming the other way. Maybe you would have tried for a 3 there if you got a little greedy, but they are going to get 2 to make it a 1-point game. Inbound opportunity. They go across court into the corner, and then they try to force the pass down low. It's picked off. It's intercepted. It's going the other way. 3-point shot for McCarthy, and Vatek takes the lead. 79-75. Yale attempts a long shot. And Vatek has a chance now to pretty much put the game away. They're up by 4. You hit a 3-ball, you go up by 7. You go up by 7 if you hit a 3, but they're going to go with McCarthy down low. He challenges Owen Douglas. He's going to win that battle. And Vatek advances to the Sweet 16. It's not something that I would have predicted. Vatek is a really good program here in this series. A lot of guys with your custom prospects want to go to Virginia Tech for some reason. I think it's just from that year 1 pedigree with the big 5 that they had, or at least the big 3 that they had with Marcus Anthony, Raheem Savage, and Malachi Hendricks. Those big 3 players pretty much put Virginia Tech basketball on the map in that sense in this series, and they continue on with their success. They advance to another Sweet 16, and even if they lose next round, it's a successful season for the Vatek program, especially after losing all that talent, and then especially after losing their head coach to the New York City Slickers last season. All right, let's move on to this matchup now that we are out of the South region. We're now in the East region with number 1 seeded Kentucky against number 8 seeded Boston College. This is going to be a fun one, guys. It's going to be a fun one because we got a lot of things going on here on offense. Got some good defensive players as well, but we got Jerome Blackman, who is an amazing point guard, amazing player for Boston College. And then we've got a couple customs for Kentucky, namely Thor Ragnarsson here down low. He gets an easy 2. And then, of course, CJ Thomas, Charles Jennings. They've also got a guy named Isaiah Thomas, of course. Like, this team is very, very good, but look at that is insane by CJ Thomas. Like, how did you even do that? How did you even do that, dude? Like, what was that? Little flip, little dipsy-do. Jerome Blackman says, I'm not going anywhere either. I mean, our team's down by 11 right now, 37-26, but we're not going anywhere. We're going to keep fighting. I know what I've got. I know the skills that I've got. I'm going to work on my man here. Cross him up, make him look like a fool, and bring my team back in it. Look at this move here that he put on Charles Jennings. Little spin move. Still had enough wherewithal to know where the hoop was at. I mean, he's just schooling Charles Jennings right now. Like, that matchup is not even fair. 39-34, Blackman with 13, CJ Thomas with 12. I would anticipate this is a matchup between these guards that are probably going to be taken in the top 5. I know that CJ Thomas is definitely, with how flashy he is and the plays that he makes, he's definitely going to be a top 2 pick. Like, he is the consensus number 1 overall player in this season's draft class. But, Jerome Blackman, again, he could easily be drafted as a top 5 guard. I truly believe that. So, hey, 47-46. So, BC is coming back here. Shot up off the backboard, plus the and 1. They got an attempt to tie. Jones gonna hit. Boston College finally comes back in this game and ties it. But look at this play. What? The big man with the spin and then the 2 to go. Now look at this move. Look at this move by Jones. And then the behind the back pass to Isaiah Thomas. Unbelievable pass there by CJ Thomas. CJ Thomas to Isaiah Thomas. They are teaming up here in the second half to make this push to put Boston College away. Jamarco Jones misses the shot. This thing would have went in, but it rattled out. Now here comes BC. 72-71. Thomas kicks it to Thomas, who nails the 2. Up by 3 now, 76-73. Blackman, the little fake. Missed shot. Not good. Dumas with the rebound. They're going to have to foul, though. CJ Thomas does get to the line. Hits 2 of his free throws. 78-73. And look at Blackman. Says, we're not done. He hits a huge 3-ball, but they will, again, have to intentionally foul. They put Thomas to the line. He hits his first. It is a 3-point game, a 1-possession game. Thomas fires it up. Hits the free throw. And this one is pretty much over if they can't hit a quick 3. So he's going to kick it out here to Jones. Jones fires. Oh, okay. Okay. 80-79. Inbound pass. You got to get there, though. You got to get there. You got 2.8. You got 2.8. You got to be on your man there. You would have saved like 2 more seconds. So Isaiah Thomas hits the first. They're up 2. Clutch free throw here for Thomas. BC could put them away. The only thing they can do is tie, guys. The only thing that they can do is tie. 79-82. Jones fires it up. No good. Kentucky survives. Kentucky survives the BC onslaught, and I'm actually interested to see the fourth quarter push for Boston College as well, but, you know, it was a good game. It was a good game all around. Each team dug deep, but unfortunately, somebody had to lose. Blackman, 27 points, 11 for 18. Amazing player. 24 points, 5 assists for CJ Thomas, Isaiah Thomas, Jennings, Dumas, Ragnarsson. A lot of really, really loaded players on that Kentucky team. I'm actually impressed that Boston College even hung in that game. They've only got 2 prospects. They've only got 2 custom guys. Patrick Outlaw, who we didn't really see a whole lot of, and then, of course, Jerome Blackman. So pretty crazy that they even hung into that game. All right, let's move on to a 2v7 matchup. Syracuse against the St. Louis Billikens. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. I really believe that because we've got a 3-0 lead already. St. Louis with Jackson Onuaku, one of my favorite guards in this class. He's probably going to be a late first-round talent, in my opinion. A late first-round talent in the XBA draft. But, you know, with a deep run for St. Louis, they could help him out. They could help him out. He could help himself out, right? But this team, this Syracuse team, is absolutely loaded. It's just, maybe it's too loaded for St. Louis to even hang in there. You know, Onuaku is the only custom prospect. They've got a guy like Nas Dunstan here, the big center for them. He's a nice little player for him, but, you know, he's no Boris Sutton, and he's no JF Tremblay, but look at Jackson Onuaku with the amazing defense. He got up. He got up. And that is going to keep St. Louis in this game, dude. That's going to fire me up. If I'm on the St. Louis bench, I am fired up on that play. Onuaku just took it to Syracuse, and they were trying to sneak a little alley-oop in there. Unbelievable play. It's 25-24, and just like that, St. Louis takes the lead, guys, here in the second quarter. 27-26 as Syracuse takes the lead back. St. Louis takes the lead back. It's 28-27. Little step back by Sparks. He's going to hit it too. Here's Boris Sutton, the big bulldozer player, dude. This guy is really, really good, man. I mean, he's just he's a monster down low. Maybe he might not be the most talented player, but he's a defensive wizard, and he uses that big body to just bully anybody who challenges him down low. But we do get a 3-ball shot from Sparks, and then Boris Sutton, unchallenged, gets a green to go. It's 47-46 now. Sutton kind of taking over the painted area again. Again, he's just bulldozing and bullying anybody down there. But we do get a 3-ball shot to tie the game up. 49-49. Here's Jabari Jackson getting the nice 2 off the backboard. 63-61. Sparks kicks it to Tremblay. Tremblay loses the handle a little bit. And we got a fight by the out-of-bounds line, and Jabari Jackson's going to let the ball touch the line, and that's out of bounds. We got a screen for Jackson Onuaku. Hits the 3-ball to take the lead. Now Nas Dunstan, nice play, and then he blocks Sutton again. That would have been a 2 plus a foul, but no matter. Syracuse will hit both their free throws. And then we got, I thought that Onuaku was going to get the shot off there for a 3-ball, but he takes the 2 anyway, and they take the lead. 66-65. St. Patrick, nice pass to Boris Sutton with the easy dunk. Syracuse takes the lead here with under a minute left, guys. Under a minute left. St. Louis, they're looking for a screen. They're going to fire up a 3. They're going to drill this. 2-point game for St. Louis. Artie St. Patrick will draw the foul on Dunstan. He will get to the line. He's going to hit his first. He will hit his second. It's a tie game, baby. Tie game. 41.7. St. Louis timeout. They will have to inbound it now. 2-ball shot. Gonna miss, and this is not good. This is not good because 35 seconds. St. Louis is going to need a good play, but we got a turnover, and they've got one man. That's Sterling is going to find his way to the bucket, and St. Louis takes the turnover all the way in for 2 points in the lead. Syracuse will use their final timeout. Now here is Sutton. on the double team. Kicks it to Jackson, and Jackson will hit. St. Louis calls a timeout. 17.2. They will inbound it here. Got to draw up a play. I'm looking for Onuaku. Where is Onuaku? With 12 seconds left, guys. Sterling with the ball here, but I'm looking for Onuaku. I want him. He's there. He's at the three-point line, but they don't kick it anyway, and Sterling fires up a three. No good. And we're going to OT for the right to go to the Sweet 16. Number 2 Syracuse trying to hold on against a tough St. Louis squad. They are giving them everything that they've got. St. Louis will take the lead on a nice play and a little alley-oop to Nas Dunstan, but Boris Sutton going to miss a free throw. That's something that, you know, he hasn't done tonight. He'll only hit 1 of 2. It's a 1-point game. St. Louis. Sutton with the foul. But this foul is of the technical variety. So Sterling's going to hit the first. And he's going to miss the second. So it is now a 2-point game, and they will retain possession of the ball. It's a big possession here for St. Louis. Off of Tremblay, Dunstan on Jabari Jackson. That's a battle that the big man is almost always going to win. But hey, look at the frustration coming out by Sutton. Keeps his team within it. 2-point game, 76-74. Sterling's going to hit the 2-ball. Sutton driving. He'll hit this one. It's, again, another 2-point game scenario. Missed shot for St. Louis. Now out come Syracuse, and then the alley-oop and a miss. Sutton with the miss. Under a minute, here we go. Now Onuaku kicks it to Sterling, and it's going to get blocked. Syracuse with transition, and look at the frustration, dude, coming out again by Boris Sutton. He knows that he missed that free throw. It would be a totally different game right there, just based on play calling and situations had he hit it. But, uh-oh, hey, guys, we got a 2-point lead for St. Louis and a 3-second violation call on Dunstan in the painted area is going to get Syracuse the possession of the ball and a 1-point deficit. 9 seconds left to go. They want to find Sutton. They're going to Sutton. Dunstan gets the shot off, blocked! He blocked it! He blocked Boris Sutton! And they'll have to intentionally foul, and St. Louis will miss the free throw here. That was a crucial free throw, dude. Lucas, you gotta hit it. He misses the second one. St. Patrick almost got it in. From all the way in the back of his own end of the court, he almost hit it. And Syracuse goes down. The number 2 seed in the East is gonna go down to St. Louis. Again, another mid-major upset over a blue blood. Syracuse goes down. Boris Sutton, obviously very frustrated with his performance. Like, he did fine. We're going to look at his box score. He did fine, but he missed some pretty crucial free throw right there. He missed 2 free throws. He was 4 of 6. He missed 2 free throws, but he did have 32 points. 32 points tonight with 14 rebounds. He played his ass off, and he could not clutch up when they needed him to hit that last couple of free throws when they needed it. And I mean, St. Louis took advantage of it. Good teams will do that. Syracuse is a good team too, but they just got a little unlucky, man. They just got a little unlucky. I'm convinced. I would have thought that Syracuse would have been like the team to take it to Kentucky in this Eastern region, but that's going to clear a nice little path for Fresno, man. I mean, they take on a Furman team that I think that they're just way too talented for. I think this is Fresno all the way, even though, hey, we got a tie ball game right now. Mason Hendricks is going to have something to say about that. Amari Kane is going to have something to say about that. Sal Boss. Like, this is a loaded Fresno State team, and they're good, man. They're just really good. We've got center position there, DeAndre Robinson. He's going to hit it too. Almost forgot his name. Mine was slipping away there. 16-10, though. And then we got Abraham Wolf. Going to get a big-time dunk. And Connor Farragut, Adam Wachinski. 2 players for Furman. They're going to try their best to hang in there with these guys. But Fresno is just way too good. Wachinski, though, somehow fires up a rainbow 3. Going to hit this. Sal Boss. We haven't seen a highlight of him yet. He's going to hit a 3. He's going to do that often in this game, I will tell you that much. But, hey, Wanamaker, Furman, they're going to do their best, like I said, to hang in there with them. And so far, so good for Furman. They've been doing that. But now that Mason Hendricks and the athleticism starting to show out, they got Sal Boss hitting 3s. He's catching fire. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. Wachinski's going to hit a 2. Hendricks with a little shoulder fake. Fade away. That's a beauty, man. That's a beauty. Essence Bryant going to hit a 3-ball, and it's still a 4-point game. It's still a very, very close game. Furman is hanging in. So basically what I was trying to say, guys, with all that flurry of highlight, is that the pathway to get to an Elite 8, maybe Final Four appearance for Fresno State is a little bit easier now, because if you guys remember, towards that lower half of the Eastern region, they would have had to play Syracuse probably at some point. They would have had to play Syracuse, and yeah, it kind of got a little bit easier. It kind of got a little bit easier for them, to say the least. Syracuse was, if I had to pick, I would have definitely been picking Syracuse over Fresno. That's just me. I think that they were just a little bit too talented on defense. Defense is key to stopping the inside presence of Malachi Hendricks, the outside presence by Sal Boss. Look at the moves that he's putting on Adam Wachinski. Like, it's not even fair. Like, look at this. It's Sal Boss time, apparently. Like the cool thing about Fresno is they can kind of just decide on who's going to have the big game tonight. And round 1, it was Mason Hendricks, and round 2, it was Sal Boss. 26 points for Sal. 10 of 14, went 6 of, I believe that is 8 or 9. Took 8 or 9 shots in 3-ball range. Amari Kane had a pretty decent output as well, but yeah, just Furman just didn't stand a chance, guys. It was just it was a good bracket. It's a good bracket, good round 1 and round 2 matchup for Fresno, and I think they're going to luck out not having to play Syracuse to have the right to face off against Kentucky. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, hey, this has been a crazy XCAA tournament as it is already. Crazier things have happened. No team is safe unless you're Kentucky. Kidding, obviously. Kentucky could easily lose. They could lose. They almost lost to Boston College, guys. Almost lost to Boston College. All right, moving on. We've got a Miami and Oregon matchup, and a couple customs that we want to watch out for. Ty Redfield shooting the ball there, getting a 2. Then Jairus Pogdekon for Oregon. He's actually on the court here up against Dante Barron, number 7 there. You guys see Jairus there, number 7. And then we got Owen Grimes, a non-custom player, a center, actually. Yeah, he's a center. He's a little short for a center, but he kind of plays small. He plays small. You guys can see him here driving against the bigger man, but he's going to get the 2. Then we got Dante Barron on the other end for Miami. That's going to score this 2-ball to go. Here's Jairus Pogdekon, kind of following the steps of Jacoby Bruce, the former point guard for Oregon. And then Geronimo Blanco Pinto, a point guard here for Miami. Nice little moves towards that baseline. Going to get 2 there. And then Brady Keniston. It's actually one of the players that I'm actually eyeing for the Arrows to draft this season, because we're looking for forwards. But wait. What is going on here? A dunk attempt, an alley-oop, is going to get blocked by Keniston. They can't follow up with the dunk on the second try. They can't nail it home. Keniston with the rebound, kicks it to... I forgot who it was, but they hit a 3. I mean, it turned into 3 points. Miami's inability to hit the dunk twice turned into 3 points for Miami. But look at Dante Barron making Keniston look defensively like a fool, man. Like he did it again here. Dante Barron hits. I mean, he's making Keniston look easy. He's working on Keniston, and not good. Not good by Brady right now. But Brady's going to use his head here. Get a 2 and 1. Oregon up by 3. Moss kicks it out. Teammate's going to fire a 3 up, and that's good for a tie ball game, guys. 70-70. Grimes for 3. Good defense by Asher Payne, the center. Blanco Pinto here with the rebound. Gives it off to Barron. Now Barron working on Pogdekon, and he's going to end up driving, and then the big-time slam. Getting his teammates pumped up. Now here's Grimes. Kicks it to Jones with the block. Cunningham brings it back out for Miami, and Redfield commits the foul. They'll hit both free throws. It is a 4-point game, and Grimes with the 3. No good. Blanco Pinto will reset the offense. Barron with the shot. No good, but Asher Payne gets the rebound. And they're going to have to foul him. He'll hit both free throws. It's 76-70. Keniston keeps his team in it. Left to foul again. And Moss is going to hit both free throws. It is a 6-point game. Podcon fires up the 3. No good. Potentially foul again. And Miami's going to win this thing. 80-72. Miami, the number 4 seed in this region, will advance to the Sweet 16. And we will press the reset button, guys, to let you know who the matchups are on the right side of the bracket for the Sweet 16. And we will preview round 2 of the West and the Midwest after we do just that. Keniston actually led the way in points for Oregon. Now, I know I was singing his praises here a little bit, like I was interested in him as a prospect, as a forward. I still am, but I know he's very raw. I know he's a very raw prospect. So there's your Sweet 16, guys, for the right side of the bracket. We got Fresno State, St. Louis, Kentucky, Miami in the Eastern region. And then, of course, down in the South region, we've got Michigan and Virginia Tech. So that's going to be an interesting one. I would think that Michigan's going to take care of business there with their offense. And then St. Mary's in North Carolina. So that is going to be an offensive shootout, guys. It's a really, really good game on tap. I'm interested to watch that one. But on the other side, we got Florida Gulf Coast against Michigan State, Louisville, Indiana, Austin Peay, LSU, Georgia Tech, Auburn for the Midwest. And then down below here in the Western region, we have Kansas, Richmond. I would think that Kansas is going to win that one. I didn't see a whole lot from Richmond that I was even impressed and slightly impressed with at all. Gonzaga, Wisconsin should be a tough matchup there for both teams. Clemson, Illinois, Oregon State, and Duke. So guys, let me know in the comment section and in the live chat, did these games live up to the hype that I was selling? You know, let me know. Because for me, watching a lot of these games between the XBA, between our Pro League, and then obviously watching a lot of XCAA games where a lot of the prospects are fairly close in overall rating, like I thought these games were really fun. So if they weren't the best games you've ever seen, they were up there for me, but maybe for you guys, at least it was fun. At least it was really, really fun to watch our Pixel men duke it out and fight for the right to advance to the Sweet 16. So I thought it was fun. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought. A lot of exciting games, a lot of close games. Just a couple blowouts. You know, there's always going to be blowouts, but just depends on, you know, who's it going to be? Who's going to be the team that gets blown out? But a lot of close games across the board, and I couldn't have asked for a better round number 2 on the right side of the bracket. I hope that the left side of the bracket is going to play out just the same. Let me know, guys, in the comment section what your favorite game was. That would be fun to see what you guys think. And then, of course, what players are you eyeing for your favorite XBA team? Remember, you guys have a big-time say in the way that the draft shakes out. So when we do our draft, you guys get to have the ability to vote on what player you want your team to draft. So, or what makes the most sense for your team in order to get better, to improve, to make a push for the playoffs. That's it for the video tonight. Leave a like if you like this thing. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.